How did we become a victim of Ultra's bullshit? Well, that's because he kept a secret from us.
That felt like Ultra just attacking me.
I still remember the messages.
I feel like I only have one. I feel like I only have one screenshot of like
Oh
the
my
conversation
gosh.
between them. Even
Seriously?
though I wish I had to took a picture of the full thing that we had to say it for like and say to us to each other.
We did recorded 2 of them, and then we posted it to expose them.
Yeah, and you actually got mad
Luckily,
at
it
one
did work because now people out there are starting to believe our
Well,
situation.
We need more response, and maybe if we get it, maybe if we include it on, if you and a center are going to include it on TikTok, then maybe.
alright, we're cooked.
But I just don't
got
know if it's
killed
going to get
by
like
the
mega
furry.
viral. If it'd be surprising to get a mega viral, I'll be impressed.
You know, he got the message twice to leave us alone and never come back. Stop harassing us. Stop harassing me.
I don't think we
And
told him like more virtually because I
yeah,
feel like our message.
remember the second time he asked for forgiveness. But has he changed during that time in that call? No, he hasn't. He
No,
lashed out and cursed on us then.
said he wants an apology,
Okay.
but then he even more in that conversation, he literally blames me. He tried to frame me for a crime I didn't even commit. Like literally in my mind, I feel like whenever a month went by, I felt like I was a prisoner behind like some of a fake prison. That's what I felt like.
It's a good thing on that second exposed video, you gave him an ultimatum. Like, you let out all your anger out towards him.
Yeah, it's definitely not all my anger out. It's definitely not.
Well, you were angry in that call.
I was calm and I was stuttering. I know I was a little bit stuttering. I did not. I know for sure I would have said way more stuff to his face. I know that for sure.
He didn't even get a reality check when he heard the whole thing. When we both left, he cursed out on the Sen and lashes out on us. But the third time when Lunar called me on the 13th and they started talking with the fucking Traitor Ultra, I was upset. Lunar knows that he's not supposed to talk to him anymore because of what he's done to us.
Yeah, but Ultra contacted him, so
And yeah, for what we heard from Lunar's side of the story, Ultra was forced to say all those bad things to you and everybody else by his ex. Even though that bitch does not know anything about the story.
Which either way is like the most stupidest way ever. It's just like it's just so funny in my opinion that he just got forced. It's even more funny though because he fucking was forced to say that stuff because of his ex, even though he's a person that hates feminism. Like, are you kidding me?
Ultra had a choice, and he could have chosen not to and leave us alone. Just that. Leave us alone. Don't come back. Just fucking move on and forget this. And what are you doing? You start coming back and you start harassing us. Not just that, but you're putting a blame on me for no reason. Because I remember in that call, he said he's going to expose me as pedophile. But that's the dumbest shit he's gonna do, because that's a Karen move.
Yeah, because what Lunar told us.
He's putting a blame on me for nothing. Remember, like, in that one call when Lunar explained the whole thing? There was a thought you had if those viewers that were in my chat were Ultra's friends.
And I remember the time where Sen told us about this person who manipulated her mind and thought you were cheating on her. Now I'm thinking, yeah, and I literally came up with a theory. Did he disguise himself as a viewer or like someone who knows him from like or knows her from school or whatever, and then somehow stalked or like hacked into like some information about his Sen or something like that? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know.
That's exactly what he's doing right now.
He's still gonna be alleged crimes already. If he admitted already to criminal, then let him be fudging admitted to. Let him be also get arrested. Let him get more counts for fudging for 2 hacking on another or like how should I say this?
He hacked Aubrey's account to get
Aubrey's
account. He hacked Aubrey's account to contact me.
Aubrey's account. He technically a hate crime to ascend and maybe stalked. That one's
He's
more
stalking me. He's going around pretending to be my viewers and stalking me.
I thought he was gonna be for mine for a second too. That's what I thought.
Like, I remember that one time on your stream, he friend requested you out of nowhere.
And I freaked out because I was not expecting it. And that time I didn't I wasn't expecting it at all. So I was like, I had to freak out during that point.
Oh no!
No! Wait! No! 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 I had to. No! 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 I had to get in the call. Oh wait, I had to get in the call.
And I remember I was watching your stream. You did panic, but you were also in the call when I joined.
No, I was alone.
Yeah,
and
you
then
were
I
alone in the
joined-
call,
I joined
but
the
when
call
me and
with
Lunar
you,
joined,
Goku, and Lunar. Yeah.
during that call, and when he sent you a friend request, he was asking for forgiveness.
And there's no way I would have never said yes to contacting him. There's no
No
way.
one is gonna say yes because of what you're doing. Because honestly, Ultra, we already know you changed your name on YouTube and Twitch. We already know that you're stalking me for no reason, and you're putting me on a blame for nothing. You're framing me for nothing. You're stalking me, and what else? He's just gonna keep being a fucking creep.
That's gonna be alleged though. Alleged for the stalking, because we were thinking because now we're because that's my theory, and that's for sure. But if you come up with a theory kind of thing, that's gonna be alleged. I'm pretty sure it's not alleged for the murders that he committed to. So I know that for sure is not alleged. He definitely admitted it. So I know he admitted it too in a call. So I know for sure. There's no way that's a lie. That's obviously from memory, witnesses, and their testimony. So that's literally no way that's going to be proven wrong. Since it's my theory, I think it's now alleged if he technically stalked or tried to impersonation to you and Ascend, because Ascend freaked out not only because someone said it in person or like someone in VR chat. No, someone messaged her on Discord and then she freaked out and told, I think, and then an announcement happened. And then I don't know if you announced it or she announced it. I don't remember. I wonder now, was that person secretly Ultra? That's my question.
I think that might be him.
That's my theory. Did he disguise himself as like someone who knows Ascent from school or something like that? Either way, like, because there's
Wait, I don't
way.
think they live near to the I don't think they live in the same state though.
I know what Luder said. I don't know if I could say it in this podcast. I could say it this episode. I don't know if it's fine to say, because usually I always been told you're never supposed to tell that out since of cyberbullies safety reasons on high school. So I don't
Well,
even know if
this is Ultra cyberbullying us and me.
last year.
And to this year, he did it for another, I would say, third time.
I don't even believe Lunar's friend at this point, because I don't think he even did any
Lunar
company.
is still friends with him.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying though about Lunar's friend Joker, because I remember because we had a conversation of
Wasn't
like
Joker in his
no, 'cause
server?
was in this server? No,
His
Lunar.
server.
No, I don't think so. No, because Joker had his own server, and then Lunar invited me to him. I just don't believe him at this point. Like he actually did do what the plan was that he and Lunar wanted to do, and they got me involved with it. I don't know if he did. I don't believe him. But if it did came true, then that will explain the reason why Ultra is attacking us again. But he doesn't know that what the people that he knows besides Lunar was the ones who wanted to do this plan against him. I don't think Ultra knows that. I don't know. Because I literally was like, because I remember the time, because when I think Lunar came up with this idea when I said I wanted Ultra to get arrested, that's for sure. And that's for sure gonna be true if YouTube or any social media would like listen to this. Because once I make my video, I'm hoping someone who can contact the police. I mean, I don't know if I can, because I don't know if it's like, because I feel like it's either I'm too afraid or just because it would be worthless if I'm making a report. That's something that's virtual. I don't know. I really don't know. Twitch did listen to us, but I don't think they like investigated Ultra. I don't think at this point.
All we can say is this: the dude's messed up in the head.
He is.
Bro's been taking a lot of drugs.
And he for sure hated me for being friendly, that's for sure. I know he explained his reason, but it's stupid.
By problems, this is something that Ultra should have done. He should have learned from his mistakes and learned to never do it again. Just like when you send in the paragraph of what he's supposed to say.
Yes.
It's what he was supposed to say. Maybe if he said that before, and maybe if he understand things more instead of just talk back and just starts bragging like a bitch, none of this would have happened. Because dude's just being a Karen.
Yeah. Ultra was gonna be a good friend in my heart, but then he had to break that for me.
He broke all of it. Not just the heart, but the friendship. He broke so much, he lost his potential, he lost himself, he lost his personality. He just became a creep in his entire life. Now he just lives on to this miserable life where he just starts bullying us for no reason. Yet he should have got the fucking reality check to leave us alone. We don't want to deal with any more of your bullshit. We don't want to deal with any more problems. And what are you doing? What are you doing right here? You're coming back and you started another problem. Second time, you came back, asked for forgiveness. But you know we're not going to forgive you because of what you did. After that, you lashed down left. Third time, you contacted Lunar. Then another problem happened. Except in this problem, you're putting a blame on me for no reason. You're doing a Karen move. We've already exposed him twice. He got banned from YouTube and Twitch. We thought it was going to be officially over.
Not really. Because the
Yeah.
full message didn't come out. That's why they need me. And that's why I need to be the one who needs to send this stuff now.
For like an entire month, our lives were more happier. Things were peaceful. Everything was fine. But until he decided to come back, he just starts harassing us again.
I think whenever it was before the second time I had to give him a chance, I think everything would have been fine because after the second time, after the second chance, after that aftermath, he started to not be with us anymore. Because at that point I questioned if he was actually gonna listen to my advice, like being like, is he actually taking care of himself though?
No, he didn't.
I don't think he did though. I feel like at that point.
He didn't take the
Which
advice.
I thought
He,
because he wasn't with us like for that much. He's like didn't been with us at that time.
he didn't take the advice. He didn't take anything.
Yeah.
He didn't even read back at the advice. What did he do? He ignored the advice and just started to do this again. Cause another problem.
I would really love it. It would be satisfying to bring him to a court. I would love for to put Ultra in his testimony. I want him to see like the fudging reactions in Ace Attorney. I would fudging love it to him to freak out. I would love for him to fudging freak out in the court.
That he pays
Whenever
for
he
his
plays.
crimes and he's fine guilty.
Yes. Yes.
Could it be that he's trying again because it's a whole new year?
He probably is just he's trying to put this problem again for another year. Are you watching my video?
Yes, I'm trying to see what the date was.
The first one,
'Cause
I
I don't
know
know
I
if it was
messed I
January or
messed that up
February.
real bad.
'Cause it was in the beginning. It was in the beginning.
I know I messed up the first one real bad, but thank God there was.
It was January. It was January. January 29th. So, okay, I remember. Okay, I'm getting a little. Yeah, I remember this. Okay, I remember. January 27th. That was when the screenshots happened, and then January 29th was the day when we talked. I think I remember this. Yes. Yes, I
The day
remember.
where the whole ultra traitorous thing happened.
Yes. I want to read the whole thing, but I don't want to at the same time. But I literally gave him an essay of what he did, what he should have done,
Or what he
and
should have
more
said.
advice. And then, but he fudging rejected it. He literally did a low blow to me to fudging even.
He chose not to take your advice, but just chose to bullshit.
Yeah, he ignored it.
He ignored your advice and just started to lash out more.
Who's Big Boy?
Big Boy is boss's friend. And Big Boy also he was questioning what is this all about? Like he was concerned about it, so I try to tell him.
Yeah, it's about ultra starting to harass
But
us
he
again.
doesn't know. No, he doesn't know because he was the most our most recent person who joined the server, so he doesn't know that much well. And he's only friends with Boss, and Boss isn't relevant to this case in this story. It's more regular to me. But I'll say this, Big Boy, because I mean you can mute us or you can listen to us if you want to, because we're recording this too. I'm just gonna say this. We had a person named Ultra. He goes by either Ultra, Proxy, OhFire, kuyaЭx, but in his real first name, it's either Joey or Joseph. I think it's Joey. He was like for 2.5 years he was friends with us, but I'm just gonna say this. He's like the worst person that we ever met. I'll say this. Because let's just say this. I'm a victim of him. He's an abuser. He friend abused me. Over what he did to me. He's more than just an op. He's my arch nemesis.
A
He's an
traitor.
arch nemesis of mine. My first ever arch nemesis.
A creep. A
I would
stalker.
probably say this. If you don't know your comic superhero characters, I would probably say I'm Red Hood. So I'm gonna let you know this. As of right now, too, he's still doing it.
Hmm.
Not only he's a hacker, he's also a criminal. Yes, this is legit. He kills people with this hacking skills. I know for sure he has a group. And he hated my server. He even threatened it. He even threatened me or the server just because of one buy he hates.
Threatened me as well.
Even though I didn't take it lightly because I didn't care about either way. Because I'm just gonna say this. Past me, I feel like I was more vulnerable than this me this year. He wanted to make his own server and like let everyone join his server. But I was like, no, I think it's better to this. Besides, this was made like way before your server was made. And it doesn't need to look professional or anything like that. And he hated one bot in particular, if you want to look, it's the censor bot. He hated that one.
Why do you hate that one?
You know what a censor bot does?
Like does it censor hacks or something?
No, it
It's
it
like bad
censors your
words.
swear words.
It censors
Like
curse words.
if you say a curse word in the
In
chat right
chat, no,
now,
not
it'll
like in a
just
call.
censor
Like
it.
if you do it in a call, it won't work. I
It
know, and
only
like
works in like the text
the
in like the
text.
chat.
For some reason, he got mad over it. For some reason, even though it's really stupid at this point.
Why would you get mad at that if you could just say it in somebody's face?
I don't know. That's his idea.
Well, he wasn't thinking straight.
Most likely.
He's legit the worst. He was legit the worst. Besides, he's a person that hates feminism, and one of the people in our server, they're one of their exes, and recently, I would say, I don't know if it was this year or last year, but oh no, it was this year. Yeah, his other he has another ex now, and I had a rumor, and I'm thinking because since the Lewis, you remember the second episode, Aubrey freaked out, and she like shouted like what? Like remember she said that? That made me
Mm-hmm.
go. I'm not gonna say, but that's just gonna say one of the things is I know when I make my video, I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'm gonna make
Wait,
it as
so
long.
y'all
I'm gonna
make
make it
like
however long it's gonna be.
Twitch banned Ultra's account for like 1 year.
I
The
didn't ban
same thing
him.
with YouTube. They also removed his YouTube account. Same thing
Why?
for 1 year. But after today's year, he comes back and changes both names to Royals and LetsgoKing.
Yeah, which is literally the opposite of him. He's obviously just he's lying to his viewers or anyone that views in his channel. Because he's the opposite of that.
He's lying to his viewers that he's changed. He's a better person. No,
I
you're
don't know if he's
hiding
saying
that mask away.
I know why he's saying king. Because people who
So
usually are like bad in person, they will always have the word king in it. Like you cannot
he's
have
like he's hiding
if
he
you gotta have a good reason why you gotta have king in your name.
He's
so
hiding
he's
his
hiding
real self away.
like what he's actually did in the past.
Yes.
His horrible self. He's hiding that away.
He gave me, and I'm just gonna let you know this. He
So
gave
did he
me
tell you all these secrets or
No,
Of
we
course,
knew
like
the
a hacker
secrets that
like
he
him,
did.
he's never going to. He kept secret from he kept I'll say this. He kept secrets from us. A friend of I'll say this. January 27th, January 27th, 2024. Lunar texted me screenshots of him and Ultra's conversation, and it revealed that Ultra had kept secrets from us, bad secrets from us. He didn't like me Boss, but he included Boss for some reason, and half of the people were in the server. He didn't like how we were. He didn't like how we were. So, he didn't say it's like a reason or anything. So I went to go make an announcement, like saying this out loud to I think I said that to him. That's not one of the reasons though. The second reason was also kind of I said the second reason why he also crashed out too, is because when he had his own server, because I'm a person who always like I'm a chat logger. I'm a chat logger in the server too. When that time when I was in his server, I got a message from his. I was looking through his server, and for some reason, people were having an argument in his server, and for some reason, one of them was trying to be like one of them was like just quote unquote claimed to be Ultra's dad. So I contacted Ultra to tell him like about this person who was acting like his dad and like the argument that was happening in the server. This dude got mad at me for reporting something that was bad. He got mad for no reason because of me not like stopping a fight and two about something that's weird. And he kicked me from the server for that, I think. No, he didn't kick me. But he got mad at me. But once after the screenshots went out, I think I told this to every single person. I told this to every single person, and I think I contacted him. Me and Ultra, I think the next day we had our talks, we said our things, what we wanted to do, and that was it. And that day was just bad. But then, I like once we were like not like being active in the server, I contacted him. Like I gave him an essay of what he did to me, what he should have done, and like basically some advice because I'm usually a person that does. This was gonna be like the third time because the first and the second time I gave him a chance to at least like clear stuff up for him, like find himself, like give him some wit, like try to like find a better path in life.
He did take your advice.
He was following that rule. But the third time he did the most jerkest move. I would say that he did the most jerkest move ever. He doesn't read the whole essay, and he fudging just accused. He says 50 things that are hateful to me. After when that point happened, I had like depression for like a few days. It was so worse because I was like, a person literally did this to me. And I was blaming myself for myself if I was a bad person. Because all I did for everyone in the server, well, some people, but most of the people in the server, people who are friends with me, they loved me as a friend. They would, if you would ask them, they would say that I'm their best friend. Like, they're their best friend ever. Like, they would say because I make things fun. I would help them during depression, or maybe like when they're having some like down times. I would be there to help them and like make every day like fun. That's what I would say. That's what the person I've been always in my life. That's what I've always been. Because usually because I would say like in high school and probably in college, I don't want to get like to friends that much. But I feel like I was always the most known when I was in it. I would always like it to be like a kind and good person to everyone because I feel like it's the best for it. But I think now it's just too bad because after whatever Ultra did to me, I feel like I don't know if it's worth it anymore to be a good person. That depression really hit me. Even Ultra knew I blamed him for all the stuff I did. Even whenever Ultra knew about what I said, like a little bit of what I said to him in my Discord description, he just said more. He just stayed with more of his story and just did everything. It hurt. So we felt like, but good thing Lewis made a video because once that video went out, it kind of went a little bit. It actually got some attention. It actually got attention, and Ultra actually got a little bit mad about it. He actually did get mad about it, and he tried to tell Lewis in the comments to get rid of the video, but of course we're not going to. But dude was mad. He was
He
fucking mad.
deserved it.
He
Oh, so
deserved it.
he's mad.
But I remember this one time he got on a call with us, but this was during once it was chapter, I would say, I'm talking about the time where he suddenly like he joined the call because Lunar invited him to the call and invited him to the server and then he joined the call out of nowhere. That time. I'm talking about that time. Like during the first match, like when it was like I don't know if it was like the fifth or the third circle, I get a friend request from the person who fudging ruined my life. I freaked out during the stream because I was like, there's no way he's sitting me in front of us at this point. And I literally was like, there's no way I'm not getting him. Because in my life, you never, I would say this, you can go two, but you never go three. Because I'll say this, big boy. I've been a fudging bad person I was a bad student when I was in high school sophomore. I broke the honor code. I did plagiarism. I almost got in trouble. I almost got like expelled from it, and I'm glad I learned my lesson from that because I hated two warnings, and I had two warnings at that time when I was like told in to go to the office and like have like a court like session at my school about this, and I was like I should never I'm not gonna get the third warning. And that stayed with me my whole life because after like the next year when it was junior year, I literally changed myself and literally made myself like an A+ student after that year of high school. I was so proud of myself. That year was great. So I made that to my life lesson to me. And I pushed that on to Ultra. I gave him two changes, but I'm never going to give him a third chance because I know he's going to wreck it. And he literally did. He legit did. But back to the stream thing. Once I got the message, I freaked out and I literally got on a call. I contacted Lewis and Lunar about it, and this was so shocking to even tell him too, because it's legit the person who wrecked a whole year of my life, a friend year of my life, and just came back and wanted like to like be friends with me. I was not having it, and I don't remember if it was the same day or it was the next day. Lunar, which was great friends with which we call him the traitor now, but it's Ultra. He invited him to the server without no one else, like no one didn't notice it, like because Lunar without telling anybody, he invited him to the server and then he Ultra joined the call. So I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna do this whole thing. And Ultra tried to clear himself that day, but of course he did not even do it. I will say it was satisfying because
once he tried because in the beginning of like once that conversation started happening, once this event was about to happen, he wanted to talk to me, and I was like, I had to get in like my serious character for him, and I was like, because I had to tell him like, I have this person blocked. I would never ever talk to him. And when I saw him still in the call, and Lewis and Luna were still talking to him, like we were having a whole conversation here. I would say this was fun and satisfying to hear. You know what I did? I invited his ex to the server. Dude got dude got uncomfortable so bad he wanted to join another call. He got so uncomfortable just because his ex was in the server. If you don't know, his ex, we would say Dupa Lupa or Arbery, but Arbery is probably a better name for it. It was satisfying because once Ultra left, I was laughing. I was having a good time, and I told Lupa about it, and it was so funny. I was both laughing it up, and Lupa was like, "Oh, nice, that was good." But then later, I would say like a few minutes was passed by. Lewis told me that I need to get in the other call with with Ultra, him, Ultra, Lewis, and Lunar. So I was like, okay. So I was like, fine, I'm gonna join this call. And I was like, okay, if he wastes my time or he says any BS or any same thing that he said, I'm leaving it. Because I was making sure he better make my time spent. Because either I'm listening to a BS guy or fudging a guy who actually is gonna actually have a changed mind. He fudging did not. He repeated the exact same thing. That's literally what he did. He literally did not even like say like anything. He didn't say anything good.
Wait,
And
what do you mean
based
exes?
on what
Like, what do
Zendless
you
told me, based on
what do you mean by
what I
exes?
said to him, I didn't let out my rage or anything. I didn't get out madness at all. I stayed my serious, calm self. But based on what Lewis said, I basically silenced him. He didn't say any word about it. Because once I was done saying my stuff, I was like, Lewis and Lunar, am I done here? And I was like, I guess so. And then I think Lunar said, yeah. I was like, okay, fine, I'm leaving this. He definitely wasted my time.
At the end, I did want to go too because I didn't want to deal with any more of Ultra shit.
By the way, the person whose name is if you didn't see the person in the call right now whose name is Send, that
Didn't have it.
at that time, Ascend and Ultra did not know each other. But because this is what Lunas and Lunar told me after I left, because I went to go back to the call where our friends were at. But what they told me, this dude fudging he like full on put like rage mode on Ascend. This dude said like a bunch of hateful stuff to a person he didn't know, which is so stupid. And Ascend was like whenever Ultra joined the call, he was like Ascend was like, wow, this is gonna be my first time meeting him. Like she said it in a good rival voice. She regrets having that. She regretted being in that moment because dude fudging went at him because for a person he didn't even know. It was so dumb of him. But I could say during that conversation, it was whenever he joined the call suddenly, of course he wanted an apology, but no one didn't give it to him because we were explaining to him like how this apology thing is gonna work. So of course we didn't get to we are not gonna apologize to him. But this fool, he fudging he makes up fudging false news about me and then frames me for something or frames for me doing something like I'm a bad person in that call, and I had him muted. I didn't know until Lewis sent me the recording, and I was like, this fool fudging framed me for being for quote unquote being in fact a bad person. Oh heck no, he was never gonna get that apology. He was never going to. And also when time by now, I would say like a few days from now, Lunar tells me that Ultra contacted Lunar, and basically whenever I'll say this. But before I go back to that this time, because it was like a few days ago. The time when he suddenly showed up, Aubrey, the first ex that the Ultra had, she didn't know that Ultra was already having a girlfriend. And whenever Aubrey reacted, he was like, "Are you kidding me?" What Lunar and Lewis told me is that Ultra, the person that he was with at the time, they broke up. But the thing was, the reason I mean, I'm thinking about it now because I'm thinking the reason why they broke up is because I guess the wife that he had during his time, I bet you she heard about the story about About us? I don't know if that's the reason because he broke up. That would be embarrassing though, because that'll be 2 times in a row the same reason why someone left Ultra in a love relationship. But that'll be funny if that is. But anyway, what Lewis and Lunar told me is that Ultra was forced by his second ex just to say a bunch of garbage to me and Lewis. This fool hates feminism and he fucking was forced to say a bunch of stuff to me and him. Are you kidding me? That was the most funniest and embarrassing thing ever. And whenever, because I wanted to see what Lunar and Lewis to like back this up for me, but since Lunar and Lewis they wanted to do it separately, I called Lewis first and then Lunar and then Lunar second. But once Lunar called, I heard like without Lunar telling me, Ultra was like I heard Ultra's voice in the message and he said, "Hey Pat," and I instantly went like, "Oh no, I'm in this call." I ended the call and I was like, "Nope, I'm not talking to this fool." Because the only reason why the second time, whenever he joined the second time, I'm pretty sure he did not take it seriously. This fool did not listen to me, and he framed me for something I didn't even do. So I was like, there's no way I'm not. And this dude fucking broke me. I'm not gonna do it. There's no way. You're gonna put this out loud? This dude fucking didn't like me for overreacting. I fudging didn't overreact. I'm raising up my temper right now because when you say overreact, that means a guy is like either raising his temper a lot, he yells, or he shouts. He lets out a bunch of emotion. That's what overreacted is. I did not do that. This dude could frame me for like, I bet you he could frame me for all of the crimes, all the bad things he did. He can make me a reason. I bet you he would. He could probably do a Kardashian thing and just blame it on. He could probably do that too. I don't even care. I'm gonna let you know this. I did a lot for this man. I did a lot for him. I was a supporter. I literally came up with his name and the group symbol for it. Like once he was getting into like gaming, like once he was gonna do like a game he was gonna make and he was gonna evolve a team, but he didn't know he didn't have the creativity to come up with it. I was the person that came up with the name of the team and the fire and the logo.
There was a game, right? There was a game he wanted us to be part of. Him.
I was supporting the game that he was gonna make. And besides, not only that, he's a person that also makes music. I've listened to every single one of his songs and I graded it very honestly. I've been his friend for like so long because I've been caring for him. I'm like a good friend to him. I play with him at Rocket League. Like, oh my gosh. Fucking wrecked me.